Eerie soundtrack. Start with a chilling sound that grabs attention immediately. Logo animation. Dark fog and shadows as your logo fades in, followed by a ghostly flash. Quick, scary tease. Flash brief. Spooky clips, like a ghostly figure or haunted house. Spooky voiceover. Ready to face your fears? Welcome to a haunt video shunk, where horror lives.
Have you ever felt eyes on you in the darkness of your classroom? What if I told you that some schools aren't as safe as you think? What if the thing you fear most is already inside those walls? Tease the danger. Tonight, we're going to uncover the terrifying truths about some of the scariest school stories that no one dares to speak of. These are not just stories. These are real, true events. Events so horrifying they'll leave you questioning the safety of your own school. Stay close, or the darkness might find you too. 1. Engage the viewers with fear. Are you brave enough to keep listening? Or will the terror lurking in these stories consume you before you even reach the end? Call to action. Before we begin, leave a comment below if you've ever felt something strange in your school, something that can't be explained. Share your experience, if you dare. Section 1. The Haunting in the Abandoned Hallway. Long ago, an old school stood abandoned, dark, empty, its hallways echoing with the footsteps of memories that should have been forgotten. But some say it was never truly empty. You see, there are whispers of students who saw shadows moving in the hallways, but they weren't students, not anymore, and those who saw them never returned the same. The fear, it wasn't just in their minds, it was real. And when the darkness calls you, there's no escaping it. Section 2. The Mysterious Figure in the Schoolyard. On one cold autumn afternoon, a group of students spotted a figure standing alone in the yard. They thought it was just another teacher. But the eyes, those eyes, glowed in the dark, cold as death. It moved slowly, eerily, toward the students. And when one of them tried to approach, they saw something that froze them in place. No one knew who that figure was or what they wanted. But after that day, the students who saw it disappeared. Some say the figure was never a teacher at all, but something darker. Something that only waits for the right moment to strike. Section 3. The Teacher Who Never Left. They say that in some schools there's a teacher who never truly leaves. You see, after an unfortunate incident, the teacher died in the very classroom where they taught for years. But students report seeing their figure at night, standing at the blackboard, writing messages that weren't there before. When students investigated, they found nothing, but the notes kept appearing. Strange, cryptic messages, and those who dared to stay after hours never came back the same. Section 4. The Warning Signs You Shouldn't Ignore. It starts small. A flicker of the lights in the classroom, a chill in the air, a whisper just out of reach. But what do you do when you realize you're not alone? You might feel the hair on the back of your neck stand up. You might hear your name called from behind you, but there's no one there. You tell yourself it's nothing, but deep down, no door. And that's when it begins. The darkness isn't just in the shadows, it's watching, waiting for you. Section 5. The Curse of the School Basement. Everyone knows the basement is off limits. They say it's full of old supplies, forgotten relics. But what if I told you the basement was something far worse? In one particular school, there are rumors of students who, after venturing down to the basement, never returned the same. Some even claim to hear their screams echoing from below, trapped in the darkness. There's a curse in that basement. and those who go down there, no matter how brave they think they are, might never leave again. The darkness has a way of holding on forever. Section 6. The final warning. And then there's the final story. The one you've all been waiting for. The one that might just be too much to handle. A student, alone after hours, saw a figure standing in the corner of the library. They thought it was a prank, but as they approached, the figure turned, its face hidden in the shadows. The only thing they could hear was a whisper. "You shouldn't have come here." That's the last thing they ever said. And the last thing they ever saw. The darkness claims those who wander too far, and it never forgets. Conclusion. Summarize the terror. Tonight, we've uncovered the dark truths of haunted schools. The eerie figures, the whispers, and the chilling presence that lurks in the hallways. But this is just the beginning. The true horror lies just beneath the surface, waiting for the next victim. The stories we've shared tonight are not just stories, they're warnings. Reinforce the danger. As you sit here, alone in the dark, do you hear the footsteps echoing through the halls? The whispers in the wind? Maybe, just maybe, you're not as alone as you think. Now, final call to action. Like, comment, and subscribe, if you dare. But know this, the darkness is never far behind. Each time you return, grows closer, and you won't always be able to run.